This is a podcast.
So this is a podcast, if you haven't heard.
Is it?
I think it is a podcast.
Are you sure?
I could be wrong.
Are we podcasting this?
Is that even a word? Podcasting?
That's what we're doing.
No, actually, we're live streaming.
Yes, but we're going to take the recording of this and podcast it later.
That's how most podcasts are now, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some podcasts that are exclusively podcasts. Then there are a couple of those even that I like, but most of them are people streaming or doing something on YouTube, and then they carry the audio over. I mean, there's a ton like that. So.
But I mean, is podcasting, is that like an actual word?
It is now.
It's
I mean,
a verb.
that was coined like more than a decade ago at this point.
I've never
like
heard.
Well over a decade
Like, I've
ago.
never heard the word podcasting.
That was the mid 2000s when this started.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying the actual word.
Yes.
I mean, you just said it a bunch of times.
But that doesn't mean it's a word.
Okay, well, what are words? Like genuinely, what are words? Words are symbols that carry meaning. That's all they are. They're ways of conveying meaning. So
I know a lot of words that have absolutely no meaning whatsoever.
Well, then they're not words because they don't convey meaning. They're a
mean.
bare symbol. They're just a bare symbol, right? So when I say lerb, right?
It doesn't mean anything to anyone else, yeah.
That means nothing.
It actually does. It means a discarded shoe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That makes total sense.
That is the definition of it,
accurate.
is a discarded shoe.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
It's a little too nice, but...
Yeah, it kind of is. So for those who haven't noticed, we are podcasting, I guess. We're live streaming.
Yes,
this is a podcast.
Yeah.
And
that was great, guys.
totally planned, right? Totally
sure.
planned.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is actually, our 6th episode. Holy cow.
Something like that.
Yeah, something of the sort. This season's going by really quick, and just kind of preference, happy late Mother's Day to all the mothers that are out there.
Oh, right.
Yesterday
that was yesterday.
Yesterday was Mother's Day.
Unless you're listening to the audio, in which case it's at least a few days later. But
Yes, as of 5/13, which is when we live stream, it is the day after Mother's Day. And what better thing to talk about the day after Mother's Day than crime?
Yes.
Yeah. Because... Yeah, you muted yourself. We hear nothing, sir.
Good, because I just said a bad word.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about crime.
We are talking about crime.
Well, crime is related.
Yes, well, think of how many mothers are committing crime because the crime rate drops on Mother's Day. That means because all the mothers are busy eating dinner with their families and all that, they're not out committing the crimes.
That's true.
I mean, a lot of criminals are dads. Is it so hard to think a lot of criminals are moms?
Very true.
That is true.
It's very
Just
sexist.
the ones that
You,
get
Dave.
caught are the dads.
Yes.
The
Because
ones that
there's
don't get caught are the moms.
Yeah, it's only women who know how to hide a body properly.
Oh, yeah, I mean, with all of the different, real life crime shows and stuff that are out there, I mean, they take notes. I kid you not. The number one red flag in a woman is when she starts taking notes on crime documentaries. That's when you need to just cut and run right then.
Yep.
We should have started a true crime podcast.
True.
No.
True. Try
Yeah.
to say that again.
Yeah.
True crime prop Reddit.
A true stutter
Yes,
podcast.
something like that.
Yes. Okay. So if Dave really has his way, we will be doing a improv cast. Improv. How do we
Improvcast.
in
Yes.
podcast? Something of the sort. Yeah, he wants to do an improv at some point.
I mean, we have a camera now, so
We do have a
makes more
camera.
sense.
I mean, most of our shows are improv anyway. We
Right.
have no idea what
But we're
doing.
not deliberately trying to be funny.
Well, do you mean improv as in like we're given a prompt and then we just...
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
exactly
fine
our
with that.
show. That's exactly what we've done.
No,
for the
I
past-
think Dave means like specific bits with like
No,
Like
characters.
improv comedy.
I get it. I
Yeah.
I know. It's just yeah.
I've tried it once. I'm not very good at it.
I love improv comedy.
Yes.
I'm not good at it either, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to me. I've never really tried improv, so most of my improv is exactly like what we do right now, where we come up with an idea, that normally we talk about a week or so out, and we try to come up with an idea of the show and not get shut down like the day before and have to come
Yeah.
up with something totally new.
Yeah, well, life happens sometimes.
That's true. Life does happen, and then you die.
Disagree.
Oh, you disagree that life happens, or
Yep.
okay?
Okay.
So anyway, moving right along into our show, we have come up with an idea, and it's funny too because the last episode that we did was the the little rapid fire one. It was actually going to be one of the questions that we didn't get to, so that kind of leads into today's topic of what we could do if we were given the chance to do anything we wanted for one day, absolutely no consequences whatsoever.
Sleep.
Yeah, but I do that anyway.
I would
It's a
sleep in
solid
and not
answer,
go to
though.
work.
It is a solid answer.
If there are no
but-
consequences, that means I'm getting paid for the workday. So, because the consequence of not going to work is, not getting paid for that day. So, if there are no consequences, I can sleep in and stay home.
So your dream is PTO.
basically, it's what it sounds
Don't
like.
you have PTO? Dave, just use your PTO, dude. Like this is a really obtainable dream for you. This is an extremely, this is a great moment for you. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can do that,
Dave's about to live out his dream goal.
Yeah, but I use most of mine for doctor's appointments and stuff. I haven't taken a real vacation in a couple years at this point.
Vacation
Maybe you
is
should.
really hard.
Yeah, I need a vacation.
It's really hard to actually take a vacation day.
Yeah.
Because I always get into the habit, I don't know about you guys, but I always get into the habit of if I have to take a day off, I have no idea what to do with that day.
Yeah.
Usually when I use my vacation time, it's because, like Dave said, there's either appointments or you're sick or something like that. And so
Yeah.
you actually have something that needs to be done that day. Usually when I'm sick, I sleep all day. But I've had to do it where I've had to take a couple of days off just simply to burn some PTO time. And that's the most boring days of my life because I have
Yeah.
no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Pick up a
there's
good
no-
book.
There's no purpose. I read books all the time.
Read more.
You know what? You're my first victim. On my day off, my one day where I have no consequences at all, you're my first victim, sir.
I'm your consequence. Bring it.
Hey, he doesn't necessarily mean murder, though.
No, I don't mean murder.
I do.
He might
have-
just pull some kind of nasty practical joke on you or something.
I have multiple.
That will result in murder. It's a bad idea.
You gotta catch me first. I'm actually pretty fast for a fat boy. So
Well,
anyway,
I'm not fast, but we're in different categories.
yes. See, I'm built for like a very quick getaway. Like
okay.
my takeoff speed is fast. Then I just like slow down as you each step.
0 to 60 in half a second, but you have like 2 miles left in the gas tank.
Yes, yeah, basically it. And I use 1.5 miles of that at the takeoff.
Yeah.
So
No, man,
yes.
I mean, it's cool.
So all right, we're gonna get into this one because I am kind of curious of what you guys think of. So if we could do one day where there's absolutely no consequence whatsoever, what would we do? And I've kind of like broken it down. Okay, we're gonna talk about like the the devious ones, because we all have that one criminal mindset. We all have that one crime that we would just love to do.
That one person we want to murder.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say murder because
Murder is awesome.
No.
That's
So
why
this is our final episode of Observed Chaos. As
the podcast gets shut down. We said we were going to kill some people.
Yeah.
And then the FBI showed up. It was horrible.
as the FBI comes knocking at our door.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get into like the devious ones.
if the force was real, I'd be like choking, a lot of my coworkers. Not
You
just
don't
in my
want to kill
current
your
job.
coworkers, man. If you're going to kill somebody, like if you can
No, but
kill anybody,
you can
don't
you can
waste it
choke
on
them just enough to get the point across without killing them.
Because if you do unalive, I would rather say that if you're going to unalive your coworkers, then the next day you have to pick up their workload. That would be the consequence to it.
Yes, but if it's the kind of coworker whose mess you have to keep cleaning up after anyway, you've actually lightened your workload.
Do we have anybody like that right now? We won't.
Not
get
as
into
bad
that
as
one.
we did.
Dave thinks everyone is that.
That is true.
Yes.
That is
Because
true.
Dave does a lot.
So, all right. So, obviously, we know what Dave's is. So,
Oh no, that wasn't mine. But
All right.
that's just
So we're gonna go around the camera here.
yeah.
Dave, we'll start off with you.
Uh-oh.
What would be your devious one? Like, what would be the one, like the outright devastating crime that you would do?
Oh, more than likely, something to do with money, rob a bank or insider trading, something like that. Because if there are no consequences, so I can just have $20,000 magically appear in my bank account and there's no consequences to that, I can start investing that money or just earning interest on it, and it'll actually set me up like for the future. So if I could just magically make $20,000 pop into my bank account, I wouldn't just blow it all of a sudden. I'd start investing it and making it grow.
But why would you stop at 20,000?
Well, I'm assuming there's a limit to how much I can pull out of a bank vault.
No, you got one day. I mean, you could,
Right,
It's however much you can get out of there.
right. But, there's risk assessment to be aware of. So
Yeah, like
you don't
getting
want to be...
shot?
No, because in this scenario, Dave, you got to understand, you can put up collateral and there's no consequence. You can put your house, your car, and all your savings as collateral.
Okay.
And if you put all that as collateral, banks will give you a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They really
We're
would.
talking about, okay, if you're literally putting up your house and your vehicle as collateral, they'll just give you 200.
Right, but
But
wouldn't
there's no consequence.
wouldn't they steal all that the following day when
Well,
I
right, but
don't
if
pay
that's the
back the
case, then-
loans?
No, because there's no consequence.
They're not allowed to touch you after that point.
Oh, okay. So, well, I think banks will have a no taking out loans policy on that day then, because everybody would abuse that.
Right, but that would invalidate your original point, though, about the 20,000.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes,
then you
but
still
like
have to
I'm
pay that
assuming there's a finite amount of money I can steal from a bank in a given day.
I think it just depends on which bank you
Well,
go
they'd
to.
still hunt you down for 20,000. So I would say get
Yes.
more
Right,
out of
but-
the deal.
But there's a difference between straight up stealing and taking out a loan.
Right, which is why I'm saying you take out a loan, but you put up things as collateral, and then it would be voided because of the rule of the discussion.
Again, every bank would have a rule against that on the day of no,
because-
consequences.
Your original point would be invalid because you're still borrowing large sums of money. You don't.
Not if I'm
pay.
stealing them
I'm
You're
fairly
stealing 20,000. How are you doing that?
with a gun and I don't
You're gonna
know, grenades.
You're gonna rob a bank. You're going to get like $400 from the cash girl at the front, and then that's it.
$400 more than I had before.
Dude, you can commit any crime in the world, and you're gonna rob like a local bank. You're gonna rob like PNC. No.
Fine, he would take $400 and the cash girl.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
I mean,
I'm putting an X on that scenario right now, because that sounds horrible. And
I mean, is she cute, or is she?
Is she consenting? Is the question, not is she cute. You said take the cash girl. I'm sorry. Why do I have to be the moral voice of reason right now? Fellas?
I'm not the one who said it.
John?
what? I said what? I said no consequence.
That doesn't make it okay.
Maybe she wants to go with him.
Or maybe she doesn't.
Maybe she needs a day off of work. Like
day
I was
off of
talking
work
about.
doesn't mean Dave time.
I wasn't even going with that one, but okay.
Right, but that's the obvious implication of what you just said.
My implications are my own, sir.
You know what? I just want you to feel bad.
Yes, I would. Okay, how about insider trading then?
If you could do it all in a day.
No, that it's called day trading. So I would stay home from work because I'm going to get paid anyway, and then I would, call up, all the most prominent politicians and be like, "Hey, what are you investing in today?" Because they know things before everybody else does.
There's a guy who did that. He made an AI bot that trades everything Nancy Pelosi does.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's making millions.
No,
why didn't I think
great.
of that?
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
I want in on this. Where do I where do I find this technology?
Just make one, dude.
Oh yeah, because I can just code an AI.
No, but you can have an AI code you an AI.
That's very true. You've had an AI write you 1,000 songs that you keep coming up with. So
yes,
I'm sure that an AI could write up an AI.
They're good songs too. The intro to this show that we just heard was AI generated.
Yeah, I know that.
Dude,
one.
that was really good. I thought it was AI generated. I'm like, man, this is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
it.
you should hear the other ones I came up with.
It's kind of Power Ranger.
Well,
I
asked
thought the same thing.
I asked the AI for power metal, so that makes
So
sense.
it's like Power Ranger.
it would take a Power Ranger medal.
No, power metal is an actual genre.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I told it that the lyrics were just going to be "This is a podcast," and it just said that a few times.
Okay, see, I think my devious one, I'm kind of torn because I would either it would be kind of like robbing a bank. I would just straight up rob the bank.
That's what I've been saying.
No, because you're sitting here talking about, I would just take $20,000 out of here. No, I'm taking whatever's in the safe. Like, I'm taking whatever.
Right, but I'm
can.
assuming there's only so much in the safe.
Well, it depends on.
I just took a guess at $20,000. Yeah, if there's 50, I'll take 50.
I think
if there's
Would you rob a
7
local
million, I'll
bank?
take 7 million.
Rob a bank in a big city near you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say which one.
Yeah.
You
wouldn't want to go right down to the one right down the road, and because that one's small. You got it's a very community-based bank where you're not going to get much out of it. But yeah, you go to the bigger cities, obviously more money depending on when the time comes. I mean, shoot, stinking take the take the truck, the armored truck.
Oh,
dude,
that's a great idea.
Drive to New York
the day before.
Yep.
Get like a hotel room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get it all set up.
Because you're gonna make the money back.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
In this scenario.
Before you go any further, I think we should preface: we are not advocating for criminal activity.
We're not.
Please don't try this. This is just for fun.
The only way anyone's going to try this is if the government suddenly announces, "Hey, no consequences tomorrow. Go nuts."
Well, okay, and it's funny because we did just talk about this before. In Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is weird saying that now because usually everybody just says Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. I can't
Pittsburgh
even
is
say
in
it,
Pennsylvania.
Yes. So in Pittsburgh, they have actually announced until further notice that they will not be sending any law enforcement or rescue crews out from the times of 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. So you have 4 hours where literally you have no police presence.
A 4-hour window is actually pretty generous to rob a bank. I think.
Yeah, but I mean, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I don't think really anybody was going to do that. And I have a feeling, I do have a feeling that, if you go to rob a bank, obviously somebody's going to show up. But they're talking like, like petty crime. Somebody breaks into your house, police aren't going to do a thing about it. Somebody gets shot, unless it's just like multiple shootings, the police aren't really going to, I mean, yeah, they'll come out, and write reports and, do all that kind of stuff like that. But, I mean, they're not going to do like what any normal city would, where, you give a call, it's like, hey, somebody just got shot, which somebody did just get shot a couple of days ago right down the road from my house. It was really weird. I'll get into that here in a little bit more. But, the police aren't going to come out and, investigate things. They're just going to be like, well, got to wait until this such and such time, and then they send somebody out. So, yeah, Pittsburgh is already doing something like that to begin with.
But the scenario you lined up was really funny, because it implies that, like, could you imagine getting shot and, like, you're bleeding out, and the cop shows up and he just writes a report?
Yeah.
Instead of helping you? He's like, where did you get shot, man?
He's sitting here looking at his watch. It's like, okay, 7:59 and 8 o'clock. Okay, what do you need?
Oh, you're dead?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, well.
That sucks for you.
Yep.
Good thing you can't complain about it. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that one would be one of mine. The other one would be, I would probably become an arsonist. And I say that, it would not, but see, the thing about it is it would not be people's houses like that they live in. It's all of these abandoned buildings and abandoned houses that, the cities aren't doing anything with. I would just take that one day and just, like, let them all go.
And then you'd buy all the land with a
Yes.
big bank loan.
Yes. Yeah, with all the money that I just robbed, that I just stole
and then
from the
redevelop
bank,
the land.
I
and
would buy those
You're
properties.
set for life after that. See, that's what I want. I just want to be set. Like, I want to do something that's sort of an investment in my future, because unfortunately, it's a crime to do that.
Yes.
In any way that's meaningful.
That's true.
It's not a crime to invest your money and make like $3 a month, but
No.
Well, this is these are the devious scenarios. So your
Yes.
devious scenario would be financial crime.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
To ensure financial security.
Right.
Like,
Right.
That's the actual motive.
Right.
So, okay, Noah, what would be yours?
So what I would do is I would go and get an army of men,
Okay.
and I would invade Turkey. So
Okay.
do you guys know what the Hagia Sophia is? Okay. So the Hagia Sophia is a church. It's one of the most beautiful, it's a domed, beautiful church. One of the most beautiful, ornate churches. And it was made by my favorite Christian Roman emperor. And it was turned into a mosque. So I would go to Turkey with an army, and I would reclaim the Hagia Sophia and make it into a church.
Okay.
That's what I would do. I would invade a foreign country to get petty revenge over a 1,000-year-old beef over a building. That's what I would do.
If it's wintertime, does that make it cold turkey?
No, Turkey's pretty warm, man. But
Okay, my other devious plan would be to stop Dave from all of these puns for one day.
You would have to kill him.
I would say I would think of even just hog tying him and leaving him, tied up in a room. But I have a feeling the moment the day is done, the consequence would be everything that he thought of during that time of being locked up would
it would just
pour out.
Yeah, it would be like a tornado of puns.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree. You would have to be unalived for that. So, all right, well, at least it's good to know that for the most part, we are not straight up psychopaths. We actually
or at least that we're not saying it publicly.
Yeah, at least that we're not saying it publicly. I don't think that I could unalive someone for the sake of it. Like I
again,
really
if
don't
the
think,
Force was real,
I don't even think
I'd be anxious to try that out.
Well, yeah, to try it.
Well,
But, you gotta get your.
if we really want to get technical, like, oh, well, what's the worst thing with no consequence? I'd just blow up the World Economic Forum.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
that would take care of all the evil mega corporations that poison our water and food and make the frogs gay and all that stuff.
Yes. Gay frogs.
You guys know that meme, right?
Yes. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's been a few years since I've heard it.
I would just nuke the World Economic Forum when they're having a meeting.
Well, nuke is a little extreme because there are consequences to that.
Yeah, well,
it's
my day, Dave.
He has no consequence.
Oh, the whole world would have a
Because
consequence.
everybody would be gone.
Yeah, well, no. Nuking the World Economic Forum I'd use a small nuke, okay?
Oh,
Just a small one.
Like,
yeah.
Just a little one.
like,
Little pocket
like
nuke.
half the size of Hiroshima. Like, half.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a quarter.
Do they even make them that small anymore?
Wasn't Hiroshima
I mean, dude,
the
if you
big
can
one?
make them bigger and stronger, you can make them smaller and weaker.
Was Hiroshima the big one or the little one?
I don't know.
I don't
Whatever
remember.
smaller one. The smaller one.
I'm fairly
a
sure that was
quarter of that.
Fairly sure that was Okinawa was the small one.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I don't care if it's the smallest one or the biggest one. I'm blowing them up.
The World
They
Economic
own
Crater.
Kellogg's. They have too much power.
Oh, so this is a man who just wants his Pop-Tarts, but guilt-free.
No, I want my Pop-Tarts sold to me by people who are not evil.
I mean, I think we all want things sold to us by people who aren't evil, but that's just not possible anymore.
Well, if I nuke the World Economic Forum, it'd be a lot more possible.
No, because then just
That's
someone.
kind of the dystopian reality of today is you can't not support some kind of reprehensible behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would think like the next slightly less evil person would just jump in.
Yeah. And then absolute power corrupts absolutely, so they'll become as evil as their predecessor.
If not more.
Yes.
Okay, so we've done the dark stuff.
Yep.
And what about lighthearted?
Okay, so yeah, the slightly annoying ones. The ones that you could just basically to tick people off, basically.
Yes. But they have to actually be criminal, like,
No, they don't
don't know.
have to be criminal.
I mean, spraying silly string on someone's car is annoying, but it's not really.
No.
I mean,
No,
I
it is
guess
criminal. It's vandalism.
That is true.
technically, but it's not really.
So I do have a couple of them on this one. I'll give one, and then I'll pass it on, and then I'll come back to the next one. The first one that I would do is I would go around to multiple people's cars, would not give any warning of who they are. I would go around to multiple people's cars, and I would loosen all of the lug nuts, and I would steal one.
That's evil.
Just to make it a highly inconvenience.
That's evil.
Because again,
That's really messed up, man.
Because again, you they can be replaced, but you have to drive to the store in order to replace them, and you risk losing your wheel, and you don't know which one it's going to be. You won't know until the wheel comes off.
Literally, everybody who doesn't have a 3/4 inch attachment for their drill is gonna lose their mind.
Yes.
Wouldn't you need an impact wrench anyway, not a drill?
Not necessarily.
No,
I mean, you
you
can do it with a drill. You can do it with a wrench. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yes.
Had to bring that one up.
Yes, of
I
course.
love that
Yes.
movie.
So, okay, the criminal activity of Hollywood right now, and total just side note, the criminal activity of Hollywood is they're coming out with a second one. They should have left the first one alone.
They're coming
Yeah,
out
isn't
with
it-
Dodgeball too.
Yes.
They're not exactly striking when the iron is hot, are they? What year
No.
did that movie come out?
10 years ago-ish.
I think it was more than that.
No, it was
Yeah.
10 years ago. Would have been 2014.
Yeah, I think this was in like the mid 2000s, like
It was
2000
like 2008.
something.
Okay,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, they're trying to make a second one, and basically it's
Nothing like making a sequel almost 20 years after the first one.
yeah,
I'm here for it. Let's do it. Why not?
yeah, no, Because from what I've heard, it's kind of like the same storyline but in reverse. Like Joe's got too big.
Yeah.
And
whatever.
Like then somebody tries to come in and, knock them down the peg. And I don't think it's going to have Steve the Pirate in it, which is sad.
Aw.
Yeah. So
that actor is in one of my favorite movies.
He's in
Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yep.
He also voices Disney characters in like all of their animated films in the last 5-10 years, something like that.
Yeah, he's doing great. Steve
he
the Pirate he's killing it.
Yes.
Alan Tudyk is...
He's the rooster in Moana.
Yeah. Alan, yep. Yeah, he's the rooster in Moana. He's Duke Wesselton in Frozen. He's Duke Weaselton in Zootopia. He is the goat in the Wish movie, which I haven't seen yet.
I haven't seen it.
Duke Goat.
Duke Goat.
He's in... Yeah, I forgot what the guy's name what his name was. Oh, he plays a character in Encanto. He's
haven't seen it.
Big Hero 6. I mean, the guy's all over the place.
Wait, what was he in Big Hero 6? I don't remember that.
Alistair. He was like the scientist guy.
Oh,
like the one that
was
like,
he?
Huh?
The evil one?
No, the one that everybody thought was evil.
Oh, okay.
But then he turned out to be just a scientist. That just happened.
He was
to
a
do
businessman.
Yeah, he's a businessman, and he just happened to.
His hands aren't clean, so he's kind of evil. But
yeah. So but yeah, the guy's all over the place.
Dave, what would yours be?
I'd set off all the tornado sirens. All of them, nationwide, an attack signal, not because there's actually different signals. Did you know that if you hear it constantly spinning up and down, woo, woo, that is the attack signal. That means that the bombs are on their way.
Yes.
Whereas if you just hear it, constantly going, woo, that's actually the warning signal, and it's what we use for tornadoes as well. There's even a fire signal, but not a lot of them are dual tone anymore.
So, but how would that be?
I'm like, what's the oh no, we're being invaded one,
Yeah. So what would that? But I mean, those things last like 30 seconds to a minute, and then they're done.
Well, I'd keep setting them off. That most of them are controlled by radio.
just at random times. Just
no. I'd want to set off the entire United States.
But that's what I'm saying. Like all at once.
Yes.
Just at like some random time frame in the day.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the ones that can do voice, I would have like playing music or something. Just or maybe I'd do like a "This is the voice of God" thing.
It'd just be nationwide. This is a podcast.
No, I think it'd be really funny to do like call out one specific person. Just be like, this is
I'm
the voice
watching
of God.
you, Mike.
Jared Smith, you're a tool.
I'm watching you. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, see, that would be annoying. I think that would be,
and it would be fun for me because I like playing with radios and electronics.
Okay. All right, I could see that one.
But it would be a horrendous crime if I did that.
Yes.
If I were even just locally, if I were to set off sirens around here, if they found out it was me, I would be facing some serious.
Oh yeah, so many people get in trouble for hacking the road signs.
Yeah.
Could you imagine hacking a?
Ooh, that would be a fun one
signal?
too. Hacking the road signs.
That's devious though.
Be afraid to know what you would put up there.
Mm.
Because there are so many ones that like I've seen like videos and stuff like that. People who have hacked them and like put like 6-second clips of
Yeah.
Of,
No, I wouldn't do that. That's
not so family friendly
that's
things.
not fun. That's just stupid.
Oh yeah, but I mean that's the world we live in.
I mean, it's fun if you're messed up in the head,
Very true.
right? So.
That is very true. So, all right, Noah, what would be one of yours?
I'm gonna get Mel Gibson. I'm gonna get Nicolas Cage. Okay. and I'm gonna get Mark Wahlberg, right? And we're going to get destroyed. We're just gonna get trashed, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna hack everyone's phone and live stream it.
Okay.
To be like, I want it. I know it's probably not possible, but I want it on every social media. It's the only thing, and we're just hanging out.
So you would become Bono. Bono did
No.
that for a little bit.
He hacked
I mean, I like
everybody's
some
phone.
U2 songs, but I'm not
Well,
Bono.
okay, so he didn't hack. Should preface this. When was this? Like 2004, 2005. U2 came out with a an album.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like
Apple put it on
a
everybody's
surprise-
iPod and
Yeah.
computer, and I remember that because
Yeah,
I might still have that album on my
I
computer. 'cause-
erased it because I absolutely hate U2. But yeah, it's just I can't stand
Yeah,
it.
what was it, like Songs of Innocence or something?
Something
I
of
don't
the
remember.
sort.
what-
Why do you
Yeah.
hate U2?
I don't like them.
They're a somewhat decent soft rock band.
I don't like their music at all. But see, I'm
Do
the
you
same
not
way with
soft
like
rock?
They have like 2 or 3 good songs.
I
With
just
or
don't.
Without You, Sunday Bloody Sunday, and then there's a third one of theirs I like from one of their later albums, but I can't think
It's
about
not Vertigo, is it?
it. No,
Like that's the popular one that got all the radio airplay.
I think it's called. Let me look this up.
I think it's his voice.
This is what he looks up.
His voice. Yeah.
It's
For
called
those who
it's called "I'll Go Crazy If You Don't Go Crazy."
I've never heard of that one.
yeah.
It's really good.
For those who
good
don't know, Noah is supposed to be our like research guy.
Yeah.
For the show. And this is the first time he's really looked something up since we started.
I gotta know what that
Look,
U2
there's
song
been
was.
nothing to look up this season.
That's true.
That is true. But I have some ideas of some stuff that we will be looking up at some point.
Okay.
No, see, that's the thing though. It's like U2. I'm the same. I think it's his voice. Like I just don't like Bono's voice.
He's a good voice.
I don't like it. See, but I'm the same way with like Dave Matthews. I'm the same way with like
Who the heck is Dave Matthews?
even some Phil Collins. Like
I like
It's
Phil
just-
Collins.
I like some
Take that
Phil.
back right now.
I like some Phil Collins stuff, but it's just his voice. Like I can only listen to like one song and then I'm done. Like I cannot listen to multiple songs of his. And so I think that would be one of my other like maybe I guess you could call it devious is
What, you'd play Phil Collins music?
no,
Dude,
if I wanted to
I'm
torture
so
someone.
mad. I wanted to know who Dave Matthews was, so I look up Dave Matthews, and his band is called the Dave Matthews Band.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
Who the heck is this guy?
I don't know. I've never listened to their
He's
music.
been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like it. He looks
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah,
There's
they've-
even a reference to them in Futurama, and I think it was one of the first 4 seasons, which those came out like in the late 90s / early
yes,
2000s.
that is Dave
Yeah,
Matthews.
that guy is tired.
Yeah. He's still rocking strong, but I mean, yeah, I just don't like him. Like I just never really liked his stuff. But I think so if one of my devious ones is I would find all of the different celebrities, like the singers, the actors and stuff that I just cannot stand their voice, and I would make them swallow glass.
Oh. Okay, now that is actually,
That would be my devious.
that's
That
horrifying.
would be my devious one because if I don't,
It's horrible.
I don't want to hear their stuff. So I mean,
everything they had already recorded up to that point would still exist.
You think eating glass is like not fatal?
it would be small, like tiny.
Yeah,
pieces.
your intestines are not designed for that, bro.
Your intestines can go through a lot.
Yeah, but how much glass you're talking about enough glass to stop them from talking ever again. So it's going to be a lot.
Yes.
So it's going to kill them.
No.
But All right, you know what? Let's test it. Go crush up some glass.
Again, we are not advocating for violence or for criminal activity.
Yeah, okay, I'm not advocating for it, but I'm pointing out the logical issue with it.
I just have to put a disclaimer. We have to put a disclaimer on this episode.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't. There's no warning label needed. If you eat glass because of this podcast, any physical harm that you suffer is your fault and you deserve it. Darwin says they die.
Jeez.
Okay, no, but seriously, like, I've said this before, and maybe it's because I'm a bad person, but the modern world, there's too many safety nets, okay?
Yes,
Everyone's like, why are there so many stupid people? Because we stopped letting them die.
Seriously, this episode does not get taken off of YouTube. I didn't think about all of this.
Bring it.
I mean, he's right.
No, he is right. I'm not saying that.
How many cavemen died because it's like, hey, I'm going to go pet this tiger? No. Okay?
It probably took a couple of them for the others to realize.
No, because the bloodlines that should die off get to persist because we have set up these safety nets like stop signs and like
Stop signs.
and like roads, you know.
Jeez. Oh goodness.
No, but like people
there
who
are
eat
way
glass,
too many warning labels.
people
We
who
had a
eat,
discussion about that one.
But there's no warning label. Like when you buy a cup, it doesn't say "Don't crush and eat." Because if you do that, that's your fault. If you die from eating a Tide Pod, good.
But see, that's the thing about it. There are warning labels about that.
Now,
there were warning labels before that, but it's just the whole. Yeah, we had a discussion about that one.
Yeah, don't swallow
season?
laundry soap. I don't know.
Was it last season? The season before that we had like the whole warning label episode.
Something.
Yeah, that would be another one of just remove all the warning labels off of things.
Yes,
but okay. So my one less deviant one, and I will
deviant, like
devious.
Yes.
Yeah. So my one less devious one. Is I would break into people's houses and I would take one family picture.
Like you'd come in with a camera and say smile.
No, I would steal one family picture.
See, I like my version better. Like some random guy just busts in like, okay, everybody get together. Smile.
Jeez. No, I don't think I would do that. But no, that's what I would do. I would sneak into people's houses.
And then a couple weeks later you get it in the mail like, "Oh, this is nice."
Yeah, see that's there's no like
that would be funny though.
It would be funny,
like,
but I mean
like that's the crime you commit. You just break into people's houses and they're like, "Okay, everybody huddle together. We're going to take a photo." Nope. You stand here and you lean this way and just like a photographer just breaking into people's houses like, I'm going to take a family picture. Here you go. Click.
But then I would think you would have to get very stern with some people.
Yes.
You're muted.
okay.
So, anyway.
No. So that was I overreacted for comedic effect.
Of course.
Yes.
But you can hand them your card and be like, if you like my work, hit me up. I'm an aspiring photographer.
Christmas photos.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You take the pictures on the day that you can commit crimes, and then like a couple weeks later, everybody gets their photo in the mail with a copy of your business card.
They're like, "Oh, what a sweet memory! Maybe we should get more photos done from that guy."
Yeah,
you're really bringing families together.
Yeah,
and that's
sometimes
what
at
we're all about
gunpoint, but.
Yeah.
On this show, we're all about breaking into your house.
Who cares if they're tied up to the radiator? The family's together, okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna tie a whole family to a radiator?
Why not?
And take a picture.
Messed up.
I mean,
okay.
No, but
and then send it to them in a frame.
Okay, back to my original one. Yes, back to my original one. No, I would steal a family picture out of people's houses. Just because
that's so messed up.
well, yeah, but that's the whole
What
point.
if it's their it's like, oh, I'm just gonna take this photo of Graham.
It
It's
could be
the
their
one-
last photo of grandma.
But it's the one memory that they will never ever get back.
yeah, that is actually pretty messed up. I like my
But are you
version
doing
better.
this to anyone, or are you doing this to particular people?
Just random
people.
That's horrible. That's
I
horrible.
have to agree.
That's like no, because every horrible thing we've set up to this point is like, oh, I need financial stability, or oh, it's like a meme because I want to, fulfill this 1,000-year-old joke.
But
You're just like, I want to ruin people's memories.
Of course, but see, that's the
And
thing.
their cars.
That's the thing. Is like, okay, like with the whole car one, if I was to do something like that, you could get the car fixed. You could get it replaced. You can, you can get over the fact of somebody breaking into your house to take a picture of you, while you sleep.
No, but you're targeting the innocent. Me and Dave were targeting the wealthy.
How do we know they're innocent though?
You don't. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Okay, well, theologically speaking, nobody's innocent.
No.
But you're just these struggling families are mourning the loss of their grandparents, and you're just stealing their memories, man.
Yeah. That one is
I mean,
pretty
like,
messed
respect. Like, it's a hard move. Like, it's kind of gangster.
Yeah.
But it's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty messed up.
It's pretty gangster, though.
Could you imagine just
Keep it real.
being at a funeral? Be like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Just
You take the photo.
Take the photo.
You take your photo, you put it in your trench coat, and you just walk out.
Just walk away.
And they try to stop you. But
They
because
can't do
the
a
rules
thing
of the
about
day,
it.
They can't move. They're
Yep.
like, ah!
Yeah.
Yep. Be like, ha, no touchy.
Then you just spit on it.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that's taking it way too far.
Yeah. That's,
Dude,
That
no,
one's
no.
taking it too far.
No, it's not. It's
yeah,
not.
because then that's like,
You ruining a family's memory is not nearly as bad as getting spat on by a stranger. For the record.
it is when that memory comes with HIV now.
Do you have that?
No, but I'm saying, like,
Well, then they're okay. They'll be all right.
I mean, you don't know that a stranger wouldn't, I think is the point.
yeah.
Right, but like, just
You don't
close your
know-
mouth.
You don't know where people's been.
That's why I don't get spit on by strangers, man.
Well, maybe you will now that you've said that.
Yeah, some random person that's going to listen to this show is
Bring
just gonna see Noah.
Bring it. I'm waiting for the day.
Be like, I'm driving up to Michigan. I got to spit on Noah now.
Yeah.
If you spit on me, I'm stealing your family photos.
Oh man, no, but see, I took that one, so I have to say it because I know people have probably seen it. There's a comedian. His name is John Mulaney, and he did a special, and that was one of his things that he was talking about, like something about like they went to they're at a party, and at the end of the party, like, somebody was like, oh, somebody took a picture of my grandma and, whatever. And like a couple years later, he was hanging out with another friend, and his friend, like, I guess, like, showed him a back closet that he had, and it was just completely filled with people's, like, pictures and stuff like that he would go to parties and he would take a picture from every house, and and that was the thing, is like they were like,
that's messed up.
You gotta
guess
stop
like
being that guy's friend.
Yeah.
Immediately.
right, yeah, and he
That's
the comedian was like, why would you ever do this? And the answer was because that's the one thing they can never replace. Like you can't replace those.
That's a
memories,
horrible
you know?
reason.
So,
Well, okay, so your dream is to be that guy.
not to be that guy, but I would think, like, okay, I would probably have a purpose to it. I wouldn't pick just some random person to go do it to. It would be somebody that I know, but I would never say who it was because I don't want them, sitting and waiting for me. They would just never know who it was whenever it happened.
Yes, you want it
No,
to
I
be a
feel like
surprise.
if you're gonna do
Exactly.
it, you gotta do it to their face. You gotta do it like a man, right? You gotta steal their family in front of them.
Now
Sorry.
the problem.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, see, now the problem is nowadays it's like everybody has the pictures on their phone, like that's all it is. So nobody has actual pictures up anymore.
Well, you have to hack their,
As
Yeah,
I'm
go
looking
into
at
their cloud and delete everything.
yes.
Oh, that would be
That would be terrible.
That would be terrible. Or just find one random picture. and just delete it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, you
it
don't
would be
delete the whole thing, you just delete the one picture that...
Yeah.
It would be
The
terrible
one that looks the
until
most
they're
meaningful.
like, oh wait,
Yes.
they're like, oh wait, I have all this free storage.
Yeah. Most of them wouldn't care.
Yeah.
So,
This was a fun episode.
yeah, it's
dark.
good. It's good to know we're all psychopaths.
No. Okay, for the record, I said a lot of messed up things this episode. I'm joking. It's for comedic effect.
Yes.
So
No.
don't clip this out of context.
And that is
Make
the
me
thing.
look
And
bad.
that's why I say, that's why I had to feel like we had to preference. I can never say the stupid word.
Preface.
Yes, preface. I can never say the word for whatever reason. That's why we have to reiterate that we are not meaning this as an advocate of violence or crime, criminal activity, or anything like that. This is not something that we would ever do. It's one of those things of like...
I would do the tornado siren thing.
You can't say preface, but you can say reiterate.
Yeah.
That's like, one's like an easy word and the other is...
Yeah, reiterate's easy.
Reiterate is
Yeah,
easy?
exactly.
You take iterate and then you put a re in front of it.
I can't say preface, but anti-disestablishmentarianism, easy.
Yeah. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's cheating. It's in a song.
If you say it loud enough, you always sound precocious.
Don't finish the song.
Oh, he's going to. You know he's going to. Might as well take it for the last minute, Dave.
Yeah, I don't remember the rest.
The last minute ended
Now
2
you just-
minutes ago.
now you just let us down.
Okay.
All right. You just let us down now, Dave.
Yes.
No, I
that's
mean,
what
you
I
can
do.
still sing it to you when we log off. But that's
The
your
sad
burden,
part
Barry.
about it is he most likely will.
Yes.
Good luck with that, brother.
Yeah. He was quoting Lego, the Lego movie earlier.
It's a
Honey,
funny movie.
where are my pants? Oh, wait, we're gonna get a copyright strike for that.
That's not.
That
guys,
didn't happen.
It's not how copyright works. Quoting a movie does not get you a copyright strike.
Okay, that would be my my next one too, as I would erase all copyright privileges.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you're fine.
Oh.
They're not gonna come after you for.
You
quoting
should
a
do
movie.
what I just said and steal people's pants. Just
No.
instead
Dude,
of family
can you
photos,
imagine how
just
mad you would be if you woke up and just all your pants were gone? And you had work. You had work the next day.
yeah.
I do that to everyone in California.
There's just no
yeah,
pants.
yeah. Go get your avocado toast now.
Most of them, I think, wear dresses as it is,
Yeah.
so you really wouldn't be
Dang.
doing much.
Well,
Wow.
except the women.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, this has been a
podcast.
this has been a podcast.
It's been a podcast. Yeah.
It's been kind of educational.
Sure.
No,
This is-
no, it hasn't.
No, it has.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. If you ever want to take out a loan you can't pay back, put up your house as collateral.
Put up everything as collateral, and
Yes.
Yeah.
then just
Good
say, yeah, just say
Make
no
good
take backs.
investments.
Just put up everything and just say no take backs, and then you're done. That's
Uno
how you get
reverse
away with it.
card the bank. It works. Trust, bro.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So, no, I like it because we're not as devious we're not as dark as it could have gone.
Me and Dave aren't. I don't know about you, John. You're pretty jacked up, Dave.
I'm not.
You were gonna make like people eat glass.
That's not
Yeah, that one's pretty dark.
dark.
It's okay. We still love you. It's a hypothetical. We understand you're being silly.
Yeah.
That's really messed up.
I mean, it does
Yeah.
spread color if you think about it.
Then again, for the record, I did not detail my invasion at all. I
No.
didn't detail how that would go down, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's for the audience to speculate on.
Yes.
Yes. The main bald guy with never mind.
But
I
what?
like how you had to specify the main bald guy.
Yeah, the
like,
main bald guy.
Like there's a bunch of them, so you got to concentrate on the one.
Well, there's at least two of them on the show, but only one of them you can really tell.
Yeah, I need to start wearing hats and then gaslight.
yes.
Yes.
And then gaslight the audience
Yes.
into thinking I have hair. That's the
Hey.
way to do it.
I have hair, just not enough.
Dude,
And-
same. I mean, I bugged this, right?
You need to come on wearing a toupee one time,
No, I will.
like something ridiculous like an afro.
No, I'm gonna grow my hair out in a couple months. So.
That would be very weird.
Yes.
Because I don't think we've ever seen him without hair or with hair.
No, because I hired in at our old job like a couple months after my hairline started receding significantly. So I started like shaving it when I started working there. So.
Oh, that would be another one.
What, randomly shave people's heads?
No, you go
Oh.
in and you remove, like, 'cause you know how all of them have like 2 or 3 different razor blades. You go in and you remove one blade off their razor.
Oh, ouch.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I don't razor mine though.
Or you steal all the batteries out of their shavers.
Yeah, I use dude, it's awesome. I use a palm razor. I just be like, "Brrr," and it's over. It's done.
There you go.
And I'm all set.
I've honestly thought about using one of those. I just never have.
Dude,
never.
get one. Come on. You can get them on Temu for like $8.
Yeah, I know. I just never pull the trigger on it.
Shoot or
But-
shoot.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
So this has been fun.
This is a podcast.
This is a
yes.
podcast. Make sure to tune in next week. We are actually not next week.
Next week. The week
The
after next.
Yeah, the week after next. We have a very special episode that we're going to do. We'll just
Yes,
we'll
it's
just say it
very
that way.
special and
Yes.
heartwarming.
Yes,
All right.
heartwarming.
Yeah,
We're probably gonna get heartburn because of it.
Yes.
But yeah, just make sure you tune in for all of those who do watch this episode and watch the show. We thank you so much. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All of our audio version will be coming out in Thursday.
every Thursday.
Yeah,
yes.
well,
not every Thursday. The Thursday of the week we recorded. So
Yes.
this Thursday.
Yeah, so this Thursday, all podcast platforms,
All the major platforms. Yes.
the audio side will be coming out. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. Let us know in the comments what you think, and if there's something you want us to talk about, let us know. For Observed Chaos, I am John.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Noah.
Have a great night, everybody.